Previously on the Block NZ, our teams got their first look at the massive challenge in front of them.
Oh my gosh.
Where do you start?
I have no idea.
Joe and Damo picked what they thought was the best house on the block.
You're going into house 4.
This is the best house that we could have picked for us, and we're really, really excited.
And played nice when they chose houses for the other teams.
I'm going to put you numbers 1 to 3 and you can pick your own house out.
They want to make it an even playing field, which is awesome.
This week, we're starting with I set the teams their first room challenge, and not everyone is happy.
I was hoping for a bedroom so we'd have somewhere to sleep.
The teams discovered harsh realities of living on a building site.
What's wrong? It's perfect.
This is not where you come to get clean.
Water everywhere.
And weather issues.
It's completely flooded.
Health issues.
No, I just feel a bit spewy.
And site issues.
How far behind do you think we are?
3-4 days.
I'm stressing out a little bit here.
Mean it's going to take superhuman effort for any of the teams to get their rooms delivered on time.
It all starts now.
This is More FM with Shine Gary. Great to have you along, man. I tell you what, it is very hard to cope with the weather at the moment. Got to feel for those guys on the block.
It's day 1 on the Block NZ. And the 4 teams have just spent their first night inside temporary shelters they hastily constructed in their houses.
We survived our first night.
And with temperatures plummeting to just 3 degrees last night, it would have been a very chilly first night indeed.
Had to put more socks
Breakfast time, man.
It's cold.
It's breakfast time now.
It's our first morning at the actual block, and it is so cold. Hey?
Oh, it's not that cold.
It's freezing. I've got 2 pairs of socks on. My toes feel like they're going to snap off. It's freezing.
Were you cold last night?
Oh, I'm so cold. So cold, but at least it's sunny.
I just wish we were in Samoa right now.
Same, so much.
What are you guys doing?
We're putting on the barbecue to stand around it and to make toast.
You're freezing. Oh,
Yeah.
It's pretty freezing today. I didn't expect to be this cold. I go snowboarding quite a bit, and I don't think I get this cold when I'm snowboarding. Look how cold we are. This is so dumb.
Go like this, when she...
There is nothing glamorous about life on the Block NZ. Even the conveniences are, well, quite inconvenient.
The block of toilet and shower is feral. There's just mud all over the floor. There's nowhere to put your clothes when you do shower, and the toilet reeks already of...
But there is no time for Quinn's whinging. It's time to get those manicured hands dirty, because I'm about to set the clock ticking. Come in, guys. Come into the common ground. I have something important to say.
Walking up to Mark, we're both slightly nervous that he's got something really serious in store for us, or some kind of twist.
I'm excited because I'm pretty sure he's about to tell us what room we're going to be working on over the next 10 days.
We're thinking probably it's going to be the first bedroom, or hopefully it is, so that we've got somewhere to sleep from now on.
Okay, should we get this competition started proper then?
Yeah.
Sure.
You've got 11 weeks to construct these houses from top to bottom. Each week, I'll be allocating a new room to create. Importantly, the winner of that room wins $4,000 from Kiwibank to go towards their budget.
I think it's really important to win this $4,000, which is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it would be fantastic to win.
This week, we're starting with the garage.
I was a little bit hoping for a bedroom so we'd have somewhere to sleep, but I think your garage is quite good because it's kind of easing us into it. Corbin's a bit of a clean freak, so he wanted to start on the garage so he can put his stuff away.
What?
Get organised.
Perfect for him. It's perfect for us.
But I don't want any old garage. These have to be the ultimate garage. These have to be the sort of garages that your Honda would want to come home to. Think organisation. Avoid the common dumping ground approach, okay? So everything that you would put in your garage needs to have a home. So I want to see room for 4 bikes and helmets, fishing rods, ideally surfboard racks, golf clubs. You should have a workbench in there with places for the tools, maybe an indoor clothes hanger, but most importantly, I'd quite like to see a bear fridge.
It's an opportunity to build the perfect man cave, I think, so can't wait.
Now, for design clues, I would suggest that you revisit the Dulux Colour Challenge to see what the judges did like and what they didn't like. If you want to win a room on the Block NZ, your room has to stand out from the others. You got it?
Yeah.
Garages, do it.
Go.
Awesome.
But before they get started, I've got something that might help them with their design. This year, for the first time ever, the judges are sending them feedback. Last week, the teams had a practice run in the Dulux Colour Challenge. Contestants were asked to create a hotel bedroom. Judges Shelley Ferguson from Your Home and Garden magazine and architect Mark Gascoigne were looking at their use of colour.
Hospital green, I've got to say, is not one of my favourite colours.
And the boldness of their design.
Needs to be on a bigger scale.
Yes.
Hey, Mark and Shelley have sent us their feedback.
There's something about use of colour that is quite uplifting on the spirit. I think although the tones were slightly off for me, I can see exactly where you're going with it.
You've got the feel right for this, which is the main thing.
The only little things, if you're going to go with this whole colour, retro, mid-century feel, just go crazy with it. You guys have obviously got personality and got talent.
Wow, that's really cool.
Our strategy going forward to get good results from the judges is just thinking about what they would like and just keeping in mind that we want to be different and maybe a little bit bold.
And being bold is paramount if you are going to create the ultimate garage. But James seems a little nervous about Marie's colour ideas.
We could do green and red, the Bunnings colours, inspire you to do a bit of DIY when you're working on the house. We really want to bring colour into the garage and just make it the ultimate man cave, really.
Maybe a bit of green, as long as it all fits in with the rest of the house.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will.
We're going to go all out to try and create that point of difference and to win this room because we want that $4,000 from KiwiBank.
We will need it for what we got planned for this house. Let's go.
Dynamic design duo Alex and Corbin were confident that they'd take out the Dulux Colour Challenge, so they'll be keen to know why they didn't.
Hi, Alex and Corbin. Congratulations on being block stars.
I think you've taken some risks, trying to put a whole lot of mismatching things together in a creative way.
There were a few too many textures brought in, the glossy bed, the sort of minimalist plywood. So I would really think about the brief when you're choosing every single element of the room.
But a less is more approach is going to be tough to take on board for these two.
What if we made this like a really cool cabinet underneath and then your workbench on top?
After not winning the first challenge, would really like to take this one away just so we can have the extra bit of cash in the budget to begin with.
And to boost his manhood.
How would that boost my manhood?
Because it's a garage. It's the man's place.
There's still so much to do that we can't actually make any decisions until we find out what the height's like.
A garage doesn't actually have to be just a man's place. It could actually be like a gardener's place where she stores all of her pots and stuff.
It's a unisex garage.
It's a unisex garage, yeah. Catering to both man and woman.
Perfect, let's get on to it.
Hey, there are a few things that there's definitely room for improvement. For me, a slightly moodier blue that's a bit more elegant would have really brought it to life. But overall, you pulled a theme together and it's a lovely room to be in.
What we need to do is listen to the judges' feedback and just make sure that we work on what they tell us to work on.
So a much-needed confidence boost for renovation rookies Quinn and Ben. But when it comes to the garage, beautician Quinn is struggling.
So I've just started our design for our garage. It's not something that I had thought about at all. So I'm just having a look online for some pictures for a bit of inspiration. This is quite cool, like everything has its place and heaps of storage.
Joe and Damo.
Wow.
Although Joe and Damo won the Dulux Colour Challenge, they know they can't rest on their laurels.
Feedback for next week, I would say just edit your styling a little. You could have used a few less items here.
I think you really need to think about what is the big picture. But having said that, I think you're going to be really strong contenders. So well done. Look forward to seeing what you're going to do later.
That's awesome, isn't it, Joanna? You did really well. It was a learning curve for me because I don't understand design. Joe did all the hard work for that one. I think I've got a lot to learn. You know, I'm a typical guy like hammer and nails and get at it, but the garage that would come up next will be my little thing, eh, Joe?
And Damo isn't joking when he says the garage is all about him.
You want a TV in the garage?
Oh, yeah. TV, surround sound. It's like a bar. It's like a cave. When you're selling properties, women love bathrooms and kitchens and stuff. And the man's going, oh, I can't afford it. Then he goes in the garage like, sold, love the garage. You know, it'll be like, boom, you know, it's not just the garage, it's a party. Doing the old sprinkler in there, and the buyer's coming, oh, sold. Does it come with it? No.
Garage party.
Yeah.
I think I used to do that when I was a teenager.
Yeah. Oh, bring it back.
That sounds awesome, Damo, but I reckon we just have to have a look at the budget and then just work out what we can do and, yeah, basically just go from there.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go have a look at it.
Yeah, right. Should I start practicing my dance moves?
It all starts now.
It's day one on the Block NZ, and the teams are busy thrashing out their ideas for the garage. But the first thing they need to do is lock down a builder. And although there's a construction company on site, they're only responsible for putting up the shell of each house. All the other work must be done by tradies chosen by our contestants. And finding a builder at short notice in Auckland, not always easy.
Yeah, I was wanting to see if you might be keen to be our builder this year.
Hey, bro, I need a builder, bro. I need it urgently too. You in a position to come down here and give us a hand?
Oh, hey mate, my name's James. I've just got a job here. I was wondering if you might be interested just for the new season of the Block. If you can give me a call back.
I'm in search of a builder. What do you reckon? Flat out.
James is on the phone trying to find our builder, and I've left with the cleaning, which is what I thought I would be left with.
With no tradies on site to get started, the best thing to do is get a plan, and Quinn has pulled together a few ideas.
I think the ideas of having sliding doors at the back of the garage, hiding all the shelving is going to look awesome so that when you walk into the garage, you just see some nice doors and it's not cluttered or anything.
Yeah.
We're going for quite a minimal look. We're having polished concrete on the floor and up the back wall as well. When you walk in on the right-hand wall, there's going to be a fold-down washing line, but you won't be able to see anything else because it will all be covered by sliding doors at the back. And then when you push those open, there'll be a workbench and open shelving and bike racks. And to top it off, we'll have a couple of nice feature lights over the top of the workbench.
At house number 4, Fielding Cot Damo is laying down the law on the garage. There is no way Joe is hijacking this one.
In that gap there, you get a big screen TV or something.
Our garage is going to have a touch of glam, but it's not going to be feminine. It's still going to be a masculine space because it's a garage and Damo wants it to be like a bit of a man cave, you know, where the boys can go hang out. Girls can stay inside and be civil. For our garage, the door will open and you'll have a beautiful focal point down the back, which is going to be cabinetry with a workbench which actually goes all the way across into a bar. And above the bar area, we've also got 3 mercury lamps which are going to be hanging. And on the right-hand side, we're going to have a fold-up laundry drying rack. And then on the other side of the wall is where you're going to be able to hang your bikes.
I'm not going to tell everybody about what we're doing because otherwise it becomes a pointless exercise, doesn't it? Because people are just going to grab ideas.
Over at house number 2, James needs to come up with some ideas because Marie is muscling in on his man space.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
Have like some shelves or a storage system that goes all the way up the roof and a ladder that has wheels across. So you're going up and you can pull yourself over to grab what you want.
So as you drive into the garage on the left wall, we've got a rack for garden tools. Above that, we're going to install a bit of a shelving system. Straight ahead on the ceiling, we're going to have a clothes drying rack. On the front wall, we're going to have a workbench with a pegboard. Under the bench, we'll have the beer fridge.
It's huge though. Like, you can fit 2.5 cars in here. But you don't get half a car, do you?
No.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. Can I please order a coffee?
Sure.
Thank you. The key thing for Corbin and I is forward thinking and planning.
Would you like to get one of our combo offer? You can choose slices, muffins, or cookies.
Yes, I would like that. When there's been delays with the building and bad weather, then we've actually got a lot of the other things planned that we can work on instead.
Your medium mochaccino, please.
Thank you. Oh, that looks really nice.
Nicely refueled, Alex and Corbin debate the age-old question of where to put stuff in the garage.
Laundry, right here. That could be an entire wall of paint. Your paint, the tools, the workbench.
Gardening tools?
A gardening tool. Well, I might even do the gardening tools just down here. As you walk into our garage, on the left we have a wall that's going to have some stencil paint effects and a nice coat hook that extends across the wall. As you continue down the left wall, we actually have our laundry with some sliding doors and all of the appliances hiding behind.
Then beyond that, there'll be a beer fridge with shelving above. And then straight ahead on the far wall, we're going to have a racket storage system with an upper shelf and a workbench. We also have to trick up our sleeves. We have commissioned a company to come and polish the concrete floors in the garage, the laundry and the entranceway. So we're hoping that that's going to give us the edge up on the competition at this point.
We're going to polish the concrete floor. For our wow factor, we're going to do a heavy grind on the concrete and bring up the stones and polish it off.
And it looks like Marie and James will have a point of difference on this one. Grand ideas are easy to plan, but the difficulty is going to be the execution. The last few weeks have been miserably wet and the garages are exposed to the weather. At the top of everyone's lists will be getting their houses watertight. But with the changeable Auckland weather and the deadline looming, this is shaping up to be one of the tightest finishes in the Block NZ history.
The weather can dictate what you can do, so that's probably the thing that scares me the most. With the weather at the moment, it's not really making its mind up.
We have a lot of work to do in 10 weeks. And not only myself, but all of us are wondering how the heck we're going to get this done.
It all starts now.
It's the team's first day working on the Block NZ, and they've been let loose on the block's biggest ever renovation. We've taken 2 pre-war bungalows and cut them in half. We've stripped them back to their bones, and our construction company is adding on framing for the rest of the houses. To help bring their designs to life, all of the teams have been given tens of thousands of dollars worth of vouchers.
Johnson Tiles, $5,000. Yeah, we've got them. Dulux and Cabot's 75 litres of exterior and interior paint. Yes. Man, that's a lot of litres.
But you can't start painting and tiling if you don't have any walls. And to build those, you need tradies. And no one needs them more than Alex and Corbin right now.
Adding some joist hangers on. Got a spare hour, so I thought I might as well just get stuck into it. See if the boys needed a hand, and they did, so yeah.
The floor joist needs to be in place before the pre-nailed wall framing arrives for the next level. And this needs to be done urgently if they're going to be on a level playing field with the others.
Our house has no second story at the moment, no timber, no framing at all. So it's pretty hard to imagine what it's going to look like. In fact, we have no idea.
Getting the first pick of the houses does have its advantages, like a second story framing that's already up. All Joe and Damo need now is a builder.
How's things? Yeah, good.
How are you?
Oh, really good, eh?
Brendan's turned up straight away. We only rang him, he's down here in half an hour.
It's going to be the ultimate garage. Like, it's got to be a garage that your Hondas are really excited to come home to.
Yeah.
Our plan now is really just to get in and do some research and really figure out exactly what it is that we want in a garage.
So it's 3 of us working on the challenge.
Yeah.
Sort of a bit of a step ahead from everybody else whose builders haven't turned up yet, so good on him. Awesome. Right. Cheers, Brendan.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Take it easy.
Cool.
See you
soon.
Hey, James.
Time is of the essence, so site foreman Peter Wolfkamp has turned up to hurry things along.
It's worth keep trying, but I see you got a couple of other numbers on the list as well.
Yeah. We kind of made a list of people we'd like to call in that first week. So we start working our way down the list and no one's really picking up the phone or returning our messages.
At At least they have some people to call. For Quinn and Ben, the search for tradies is quite overwhelming.
Yeah, g'day, Jose. It's Ben here from the block, NZ.
We have to source our own tradies, and I just feel quite lost about it, especially because we're not from Auckland.
One thing is for certain, staring at a wall isn't going to help. When the phone finally does come to life, it's not the news they were hoping for.
Hey Corbin, I just got a text.
Oh no.
It's from Shannon. She says,
Meet me at the challenge workshop. I will be waiting for you. Shannon. Dun, dun, dun.
what are we going to do?
No.
Let's go.
Okay.
We were asked to bring a change of clothes, so I wonder whether we're going to be doing something a bit mucky.
Oh, I'm in my pajamas still.
So what do you reckon it's going to be?
It could be... No, it couldn't be.
You have reached your destination.
Hi. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
Walk through the doors, the challenge warehouse, and there's a pile of old wood there. So it looks like we're going to be doing a building challenge. So that's probably good for us because we're a little bit handy at that kind of thing, eh, Joe?
Yeah. Are we all enjoying our bit of house? Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. Well, today, we're going to make better use of them. I want you to create your own piece of bespoke furniture. And to do that, I want you to use reclaimed timber from your old block houses. Shannon says we're going to be creating our own piece of bespoke furniture. I don't know what bespoke is. Now, you can use other materials for framing and construction to the value of $150. I'm giving you 5 hours.
Impress and you will win the best kitchen appliances on the block from Hire and Alba by Fisher & Paykel Appliances.
Wow.
This is a competition. My competitive side is about to come out, and I think it may get a bit messy in the scrap pile.
Right, you've got 5 hours. It's first in, best dressed. Off you go.
Go the door.
It's first in, first served for the wood, so I hate this kind of thing. I'm always like, oh, sorry, you go.
Corbin?
Stuff.
I'm not prepared to put something that looks rubbish in this house because we're not building a rubbish house, we're building an exceptional house. James! So this piece of furniture needs to be amazing. So no pressure, James.
Damo, this is beautiful wood. Honey, we've decided to build a trestle table, which we can use either in study or a bedroom as a desk.
Yeah.
Just depends what it looks like at the end, and it might end up being like a pot planting stand hidden around the corner out the back.
Yeah, so if we do like a sideboard with
How many panels are you doing up here?
it'll just be 2, yeah.
The design is, it's almost like a retro sideboard, but I've seen a couple of pictures where they've used pegboard for the fronts.
Can we get a paint as a contingency? We have $150 to spend, which is nothing, but we have, pretty much everything we need here already. So hopefully, we can make it work.
Now we just need to work out the dimensions.
Yeah.
How big we want to make it.
We are making a planter box bench seat for our outdoors. What we have to do for that is create 4, carrier boxes, and then we're going to flip them on the side and then stack them in a certain order to be able to make a nice bench around the edge and a nice planter fixture in the middle.
The other option is just to have it fixed. It would make it so much easier to just have it fixed.
We grabbed this awesome door. We want to do something a bit different with it, so we decide we're going to make a deck lounger out of it.
So what we need to do is work out how long. So
to get the measuring tape.
Hey guys.
So we've got 3 legs and 2 wheels.
Okay.
And you have 2 wheels and 1 leg.
So
What do you reckon?
Alex comes over because she has 3 legs and we have the other one. She asks if she can trade our one for something of theirs, but we don't really want to.
You only want 2 wheels?
Really? You're making a bike?
Regardless of who got the other 3 legs, the strategy was to just have that one so that there wasn't one team with a massive advantage having 4 awesome legs.
If we can't get the other legs, I just want the front ones to be in this and the back ones just being down. Good on them, like if they need that one leg, that's fine. It's made us think a bit more creatively.
It all starts now.
I summoned the teams to the challenge warehouse where they have to create a piece of bespoke furniture from some of the recycled timber from their old block houses. And the prize could go a long way to them winning Best Room Come Kitchen Week, an appliance upgrade from Hire and Alba by Fisher & Paykel.
I just think it would look really cool, you know, if it's actually joined in, rather than just crossed, you know?
Yeah. I trust Joe's design skills, but I don't trust my building skills. That's the problem. There, I get frustrated because I'm so useless at it.
Go cut that piece, like that, and then I'll measure up the next
On this
bit.
pin line, all right.
What we need to do is just work out the exact angle that this is going to be fixed at.
Yeah.
Because that's the angle that we're going to be joining on this angle.
To join it to the air?
Just to make it nice and smooth there.
Yeah.
We've never made a piece of bespoke furniture before, but we're just shoving some bits of wood together and hope it turns out the way we want it to.
While 2 of the teams stay behind to cut their timber, the others head off to spend their $150 on additional materials.
Should we get that other plywood cut here? Because we know the dimensions of the box.
Oh, I think that's the one. We're rushing around Bunnings and we've got pegboard to get. We've got wood filler, glue, paint, sandpaper, screws, you name it, we need to get it for this challenge.
And the total is $149.70.
Oh my goodness.
What
We
can
got 30 cents.
What can we get for 30 cents?
Also heading out to get supplies are Joe and Damo. But it seems they might have left their run a little late.
Oh my God, look at that one, the traffic.
I live in the country for a reason, and the reason is I hate traffic. It does my head in. Come on. Somebody in that traffic may have cost us the kitchen, because they can't drive.
Half of Auckland just cost us the kitchen, probably, because they drive too slow.
Oh.
It's potentially a room-winning prize, and the teams are feeling the pressure to produce something special. None more so than mechanical engineer Corbin. This sort of thing is his bread and butter.
When Corbin's got a task on hand, he just goes into this zone where he just doesn't communicate at all. And he might come across rude, but he's just on task.
Alex, I'll leave that up to you. You can just start sanding those. We just need whether we go, I mean, do you want me to make them fully round? I just don't know if we've got time, that's all.
Corbin might be a task master, but there is no doubt who the task manager is.
We have an hour and a half. We honestly have to go faster. So I won't go too hard on the sanding because I think I've been going super hard.
Yep.
Let's give ourselves at least 45 minutes to stain it.
Yep.
So that means you've got 45 minutes to build it.
Yep.
Go.
I'm still sanding the same legs.
I have been dying to play with these power tools, so we'll see if James will let me loose on a few other things a little bit later.
You can see why the old house was falling apart. It's full of borer, all the holes in there. That's no good.
All right, teams, you have 1 hour left. 1 hour to complete your bespoke furniture.
We've got 1 hour to go, and all we've got at the moment is a whole lot of pieces of wood. I don't know if we're going to do it in time.
Do you want me to turn it all over?
Just carry on doing what you're doing. We've got to get this done.
Back a bit, this way. A little bit more. Yeah, that's good.
Today's running really, really smoothly for Ben and I. It's quite surprising, but looking around at the other teams, especially Alex and Corbin, they're looking a bit frazzled.
Just throw the paint on real thin and, yeah, that's awesome.
When do you need them? Give me a time limit.
We don't need them yet, but I need you to do other stuff, I think.
Time is going so fast, we have no idea where it's going. Like, I'm looking for the time and I just can't find it.
This is horrible. I usually go by the theory measure twice, cut once, but there was no double measuring in this case. It was just measure, boom, cut, and it was very stressful. Yeah.
If Corbin doesn't think we're going to finish on time, then I don't really think we'll be finishing on time either. But we'll just try our hardest because you never know what can happen in the last couple of minutes.
Looking good, teams. You've got 13 minutes, half an hour until the challenge wraps.
Should we flip it over? Yeah, which side to? It is the moment of truth. You know, this is where we're going to hold everything in place. Once we flip it back over, there's no turning back. It's stuck in there, we can't take it out, and we don't have time. Woohoo! Yay! Okay.
And as the time winds down, the huge prize on offer starts to ratchet up the tension.
Keep going, Rose.
You keep putting more nails in, I'll stain it.
Just keep sanding, please.
Damo, I've sanded it.
Is it sanded, is it?
Yes.
Is it all done now, is it?
Yes. We just need to varnish it.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Here.
Don't varnish. Varnish now.
Should he?
Just varnish
well, I'll
then.
put more nails in it then.
Damo tends to get a little bit stressed sometimes when he gets under pressure.
Well, no, not really.
Oh, really? What was that?
Well, how often am I building a table where someone might give you a kitchen? Just get on.
Just chill. Hey, don't be rude.
I seem to remain reasonably calm and not that stressed, but then you start stressing me out a little bit.
Yeah, I do turn into a bit of a monkey. Hey.
10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, 10 minutes, babe.
We'll put these legs on now.
Yeah. So we might just get there. Here's hoping.
Babe, just slap it on. Don't even worry if it looks. Just get it on real.
Yeah, but it goes like bubbly. Ben's yelling at me to just slap the varnish on, but I did that at the start and it made heaps of bubbles, so I'd prefer to just take a little bit more time. We do still have 10 minutes. I'm almost done. It won't take long.
How much are you supposed to put on?
Heaps.
It's dripping, that's all.
It's all right.
It's dripping everywhere, honey.
Hey.
Just stop putting it on.
All right, I'll get back to looking for that draw bit.
No pressure, folks, but this is the 5-minute call. You have 5 minutes to finish this challenge.
Whoa.
Come on. That's looking awesome, babe.
All right, tools down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paintbrushes, tools down, step away.
Yay! Good work.
Well done, babe.
Yay!
Come here.
It looks really good. Look what we did!
That's really cool.
Looks good, eh?
Yeah.
Even if we don't win the challenge, I'm happy to put this in the house.
Yeah, I suppose,
Hey.
yeah.
It's definitely a rustic piece of furniture.
It is. You've done well.
I would love to think it's a winning piece of furniture. However, looking at the other designs, they all look incredible.
Yeah.
So I truly think it's anyone's game at this point.
It all starts now.
You should all be really happy with what you've done today. Good work.
Thanks.
Thank you. I don't want to bag on previous teams from the Block NZ, but you guys have really upped the level. It's really, really impressive. And someone who would know a lot about that is our former Block NZ judge, Stuart Harris. Welcome.
Thank you, Shannon.
Now, Stuart has come along today to judge your items of bespoke furniture. And the prize is huge, so you do not have an easy job here. So first up, Joe and Damo, your trestle table.
Which is actually not a trestle table. It's actually, because trestle tables like that, this is actually a console table. The good of it is the fact that it's actually a really usable piece of furniture. It can go into any of the rooms that you're going to be creating on the block. The downside of it is that I actually pushed it like my woodwork teacher used to, and the thing wobbled, so it sort of let you down in that respect.
I feel a little bit disappointed because I really liked our idea and I still really like our table. Even though it's not a trestle table, it's a console table.
So the outdoor lounge I quite struggle with because it's going to be a really difficult piece actually to place in the room or the space when that's finished. And find it, whilst it's really interesting and clever, I actually find it's a little bit heavy and a little bit sort of grandma-ish.
Hey, hated it by the sounds of it.
He said it was grandma-ish.
Did you have an idea of where you were going to place this in your house?
We were going to put it outside.
Okay. In a corner under a tree, behind a tree? Okay, all right. Next up, we have the planter bench table, Marie and James.
Which I think is a really clever piece of furniture. I'd actually get rid of the planter and put the champagne bucket in the middle.
I like your thinking.
But I can sort of imagine it when it goes into the space and maybe with some cushions on it and dress it up a bit. So it's going to be a really easy piece to use.
We're really happy. It's exactly what we kind of planned. Like, we wanted something functional and something that we thought we could actually use in our house. So, yeah, we're really pleased with what he had to say.
Last up, we've got Alex and Corbin, who have created a retro sideboard.
And I'm not a great retro fan, unfortunately, but I have to put my personal taste aside. Love the little legs on it, love the colours on it, and I love the fact that it's beautifully made. Albeit it doesn't have a back, but I'm getting picky here.
Stuart has noticed that we have no back. This is something that we're trying to keep a secret.
So you've picked a top two.
I have.
Who have you gone with?
Well, you know, I swapped the top two over right at the last minute, and for the top two, I'm going to go with the uni bicycle.
Marie and James's uni cycle.
Champagne holder.
Okay.
And the retro cabinet are my top two.
Wow, we're in the top two. That's pretty cool.
But there can only be one winner. And shall I remind you of the gravity of this prize? The winning team will receive a kitchen appliance upgrade from Hire and Alba by Fisher & Paykel Appliances. Who's won that prize?
My heart is beating. I really want this oven. I really hope he calls out our names for the winning prize.
It's the retro cabinet.
Alex and Corbin! Congratulations!
We've won!
We've won. It's so amazing. Like,
so exciting.
It's actually the best feeling in the world winning a challenge.
All that pressure on you. Awesome. I'm really stoked, especially for Corbin, because there was a lot of pressure on him today. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
We were almost there, but fair enough, we think they made a really beautiful piece of furniture.
Amazing work, all of you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to leave you now to head back to the block because I imagine you have got lots more to get done today.
We do.
All right, see you guys later.
Thank you.
Back to the Block NZ and back to the realities of the task before them. With all 4 houses at different stages, it's going to be a manic race to get their garage delivered on time. But before they can even think about where the beer fridge goes, there is a ton of work to do. Priority number 1 is to get the framing prepped so the roof can go on. Then the scaffolding goes up so each house can be wrapped. Then clad and lined. And one thing you need to make all of these happen? A good builder.
So this is our first room, which is the garage. Yep. So as you can see, we've got a fair bit to do. What do you think about this? No roof trusses up yet. You reckon we'll get it done in 10 days?
Yeah, with the weather, mate, here's hoping.
Getting a builder that's really good at finishing is a huge advantage. So Ben, he may look young, but he's hugely experienced, really onto it guy, and I've seen his finishing work and it's exceptional. So, yeah.
Mate, you need a pool table.
A pool table? How are we going to fit our Honda Jazz in here when we've got a pool table?
Mate.
Down the back, Ben and Quinn are still having no joy in their search for a tradie. So to keep things moving along, sales rep Ben is roughing up those soft office hands to give the construction company a hand.
Before this, probably the only time I've ever picked up a hammer would be to hang a little picture or something.
Yeah, be the making of Ben, because he's a bit of an office boy, I guess. Just sits on a computer, so this will be good for him. So hopefully it will really help us in the whole block.
You can tell he's loving it. He's like beaming. He's smashing it, bro.
Even beauty therapist Quinn is giving it a crack.
First time, pretty careful.
But beauty queen Marie is definitely not used to these conditions.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong? It's perfect.
It is not. It's full of mud. This is not where you come to get clean. Oh, and the toilet seat. Come on, guys. There's girls on site, man. This is yuck.
It all started starts now.
Daylight is fading on the busy first day of the Block NZ. And site foreman Peter Wolfkamp has just arrived, which can mean only one thing: bad news.
Trusses are up, purlins are going on soon, but the weather is going to turn. So most important thing, you've got to get some tarps up. Trip down to Bunnings Warehouse now, go and get yourself some tarps, stretch it out, try and keep as much of the water off here as you can, okay?
The weather's not playing ball, there's mud everywhere, time is of the essence, and this is just another thing that we've just got to get done, and we've got to get it done today, basically.
So tarps, rope, get back here, get it on as soon as you can. Outside here, we can start wrapping with some building paper. It'll give you a bit of protection. We need to look after this framing.
We need to make sure that we keep our garage as dry and as covered as possible. If that timber is too wet, that will put us back a day.
For Alex and Corbin, the news is even more worrying, because unlike the other couples, their house doesn't have roof trusses up.
Hey guys.
Hi.
It's going to rain. It's going to rain a lot this weekend, so the rest of today is all about weather protection.
If we tarp it before roof trusses are up, that's just going to get in the way, isn't it? And it's going to balloon and fill with water.
Yeah, unless you work out another way of putting the tarps up. And I mean, there's solutions, so you can go higher.
Yeah.
You've got the upstairs frame to cantilever off, but you've also got to be conscious of the fact that you don't want to create something that's a great big sail or turns into a great big pond.
Our plan was to tarp tonight, however our roof trusses still aren't on. We basically have to wait till tomorrow before we can tarp. It's pretty stressful. So realistically, how far behind do you think we are comparative to the other teams?
3-4 days,
okay.
Probably.
Behind.
So obviously there's lots of integral parts of the building that are missing.
Yeah.
They are coming and it'll happen pretty quickly, but it's going to compress your time at the end. Good luck.
Thank
Crack
you.
onto that, eh?
We're behind by 3 to 4 days compared to the other contestants. I'm so gutted. We've been told that it's about to down with rain and we need tarpaulins to wrap our houses with so that we can actually start building this flippin' garage. I'm off to get some tarpaulin. I've managed to save some money because I found a tarpaulin around the back of house 1. Don't tell them. We don't have to pay for 3, we only have to pay for 2 now.
3.6 by 6. It's a bit daunting coming to Bunnings by myself. Normally I've got Corbin telling me what we're getting and I just follow him around like a little sheep. This is so embarrassing.
We need to get this tarp up before the builders leave as well so they can help us. It's going to eat into our budget and we didn't really account for that at all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a good afternoon.
There's a high chance that we're actually not going to get this garage done. When Corbin's calm, I'm calm. When Corbin panics, it's definitely time to panic.
Someone who isn't panicking is Damo. He is still smarting after missing out on his kitchen upgrade.
Peace and serenity. Yo. Drama on the block. Drama on the block. Do this, do that, do that, do this.
Hey Ben, is it all good if you give us a hand putting up a tarp? You can do that.
This is a heavy beast.
It's a job they are going to become very familiar with until they get their roofs on and their houses are wrapped. And that's still a few days away at best.
None of the other teams have their tarps up. We know what Auckland weather's like, so I don't know how they're going to cope in the rain. I think there may be a few wet bodies tonight and tomorrow. Not us, though.
Hey Greg, I'm going to bring this tarp up to you now, bro.
Actually, roll it out along there because it's safe to walk.
Okay.
We can't fully secure it tonight, but we're just going to temporarily nail it down and then we'll shift it tomorrow. But we just need to get it down tonight.
But you can't put a tarp up if you are stuck in the traffic.
Holy! That is chocker.
With the bad weather on the way, if Damo doesn't get back before dark, he risks the garage being flooded overnight.
So I got off the motorway because the traffic was too busy. Get Kettle Street. I'm not too sure where I am at the moment. It's getting dark and I'm a bit lost.
With no roof trusses up, Alex and Corbin are taking a gamble by not putting their tarp up at all. But that's not the only thing doing their heads in.
Plaster's just pulled out.
The one that you just spoke to?
Yeah, I just texted him and just asked him why. But he's given me a contact of another guy. But he's a solo team, so...
That's annoying though.
We're looking around site and there seems to be a lot happening everywhere else, apart from our house. We are still waiting for roof trusses, roof purlins. Our garage is still miles away. We haven't got roof trusses. We haven't even got framing up on the first floor. So, yeah, a little bit disheartening.
But disheartened doesn't come anywhere close to describing the mood Damo is in.
I've got all the stuff.
Oh, that's
Come on,
good.
let's go put it up.
Was traffic bad?
Yeah, we've got to go. Come on, we've got to go.
No, we can't because it's after 6. We're not allowed.
Who said?
Safety people, and we're just not allowed on the roof after 6. It's too dangerous.
Oh.
So there's no point. But we can do it tomorrow.
With the threat of rain in the air, it's safe to say not all of the campers are happy.
We've started off pretty much with a house that's a week behind. I actually look at it at the timeline at this point and just think, I don't actually think we'll get this room finished.
We have to start winning some of these challenges, eh? We need some money for this house.
We do.
I'll tell you what, that pink onesie you got on's definitely doing it for you.
What happened, James?
Got a cramp. It's real bad. We're just so far behind, and I almost think that
It's unfair.
Yeah, it is. I feel like it is pretty unfair.
Next time on The Block NZ, our contestants come to terms with the enormity of what's in store.
The place needs to be absolutely bone dry.
You told me you wanted to keep it natural.
You do whatever you want to do.
House number 3 falls further behind other teams.
There is no possible way we can finish our room this week.
And Joe sets a challenge.
Come on over, guys.
Righto, Shannon.
No one wants to lose.
That's disgusting.